Yeah, hello and welcome to the Banter Blitz show, and let's get rolling with some games. Yeah, I'm just on time as the church bells started to ring. It's not so far away. It is actually not as close as it may sound. It's really loud, but this church is maybe like 200 to 300 meters away. It's really not just around the corner. Okay, the first game is against Cobra, I guess. Let's go Cobra. But he does not play yet. I think he challenged in the German show, so maybe he's taking a quick break. So I'm going to cancel that. You can always challenge again. Arimin. Let's play. And I'm going to play e4 for a change. Usually go d4 nowadays, practicing my d4 repertoire. And he's not playing either. What's going on here? What are you doing? Oh, now he plays. Okay. Yeah, the exchange variation does not have the most aggressive reputation, deservedly, but it's not a bad opening line. And White has once in a while chances to press. I think I did not play the best possible move order here. I think bishop e7 is reasonable now, and that happens if you. I mean, I've written this e4, keep it simple e4 book where I recommended the exchange, and but this is has been a while, and you just tend to forget your own recommendations after some time. In particular, if you continuously work on other projects, then the short-term memory is focusing on what you just looked at, like weeks ago, month ago, and not 2 years ago. Okay, black should be fine here for sure. Oh, g5, I did not expect. Yeah, I see the point. Somehow he tries to use the unprotected state of the bishop on e2, but I wonder if this is really such a good idea. Yeah, f7 is not so weak, yeah, I have to admit that. Yeah, I'm going to just centralize this. Maybe not the most principled move. My idea is to play knight e5 and trade this bishop off so that f7 becomes more of a potential target. Yellow to power of knights in the chat. Yeah, it's a bit earlier, and maybe this is more comfortable for some viewers. It's good that we don't collide with the Singfield Cup. I think many potential viewers are interested in watching both. So c6, okay. Now I'm attacking the bishop, and I think if he takes e2, I can take f7. And that's going to be a big problem. That's mate. Yeah, I don't I don't see what he's doing now. What move is still playable for black? It's going to be difficult, yeah. What kind of move does he still have? I'm simply threatening also to take on h5, so yeah, okay, that's true. But if I take h5 now, this should be strong, right? I'm still on f7 and the rook is hanging and everything is hanging. Yeah. Yeah, it should win. Yeah. f7 is attacked, the rook is attacked, the knight is under attack. I mean, not to be taken, but there's just no move. Rook e7, I can... yeah, this is mate, I thought. f7 or... this is mate for sure. Alright, thanks for the game, Arimin. That was a pretty quick loss all of a sudden. I'm not sure, maybe g5 is a good move for concrete reason, but it looks a bit shaky to me. Alright, so let's play Phoenix 87. Phoenix 87, getting close to 2100 again. By the way, for all of the viewers that have not been on the German show, I think I've solved my technical problems by getting rid of the dust in my computer, most notably the dust in the fan system, and this has hugely improved the temperatures, so this throttling due to excessive heat should not happen again. The German show was completely without any problems, which sounds good, but you never know. The temperatures have improved tremendously. I was seeing temperatures close to 100 degrees, and now during the stream it never goes higher than 70 something. Now my idea is to play d4 and completely box in a way white's position, so he plays it himself. Yeah, this is I think a little bit better for me because of my more active piece placement. This bishop on g7 is more is more active than the one on b2. I don't know. I don't know if this is a good move, but white is still very solid. He can also just play something like knight e2 and then start to trade down on the c file. It's not this is not very ambitious, but definitely very reasonable and sensible. Okay, let's see what he's doing next. Can also try to improve his b2. That is almost certainly not a good move. That weakens c4 quite a bit. Aha, okay. So that was the idea. But now my knight can regroup to c4. Oh, I did not take this into account at all. Rook c3, bishop d7. Rook takes d3, bishop takes c8, knight takes c8. This is actually good for black, right? Power of Knights asks, by the way, which e4, e5 opening would you recommend to play as white for a tactical attacking player? That is not so easily answered. Depends also a bit on the amount of work that you want to put into this. I probably would recommend to play the Scotch. There is also a new book out on the Scotch. I have forgotten the precise title. The Modern Scotch or something. I think this is a reasonable idea. It's still not as well known than other variations like the Italian or the Rue Lopez, the Spanish. And it is definitely dangerous. There are also possibilities to play an opening like the Italian game in a very aggressive way. That is possible, and can also be certainly an option. I'm very skeptical of the King's Gambit. That I wouldn't play. I mean, it's definitely aggressive, but I think you simply put yourself into trouble too much without any particular reason why you would want to be a pawn down early on and so on. This is not really necessary at all. You can get good active game without giving away your king position and a pawn early on. This is a very nice position. I can, without any hectic, improve. Bishop to e4, knight to f5 will very likely win the d4 pawn. I'm just wondering if this is really best. I don't really want to calculate this. This is very simple. Yeah, the King's Gambit really looks like it's close to being refuted. I don't really see how white is equalizing in this opening. I don't see how. H pawn is strong. Yeah, thanks for the game, Phoenix 89. Okay, now Vankset Karli. That is without a rating. I mean, without, it's unrated, is what I'm trying to say. I can do that, why not? I'd like to get close to 2,900, but it's a valid challenge by premium members, so why not? I think that Scotch book is by Khalifman and somebody, probably Solovyov, the guy who's writing many of those books together with Khalifman. Yeah, hello Phoenix, thanks for the game as well. Usually I approach these early h3 lines with a quick g5, but I wasn't in the mood. Can I play this? It looks a bit odd. Sorry, he just clips this thing on f4. Okay. Okay. Yeah, White has a very strong bishop on b3. Wow. My position sucks. It really does. This is maybe more ambitious than my position actually is able to withstand, but I didn't quite see anything good. Ah, okay. Greetings to Hell 9000. Hope you're doing well. So now, this is an attack on the rook. Where is it going? Maybe to e8. Yeah, I wanted to play bishop f5 now. I just hope I'm not blundering something with this, because it looks rather risky. Let's play it. Attacking the knight. I think I'm not doing too badly here. I mean, it looked pretty awful, but unless I'm blundering something instantly here, I'm not in bad shape. Magnus is playing Karjakin, right? Yeah, maybe he does score today, but he's very tough to beat. And knight coming to e5. You really want to prevent that, but how? I mean, f6 looks looks bad. I don't know. Probably this is rather equal, unless I'm missing something. Magnus has got white, right? Huh. I'm not sure what Kayakin is playing. Probably some kind of stodgy Spanish. Yeah, not sure that this is the best opportunity for Magnus to win a game. I was surprised that he gave up the pawn. Into d4. Maybe he can trade, but no, my king is too active. That won't work. Yeah, it's very difficult to do something here. I'm just trying to see if I can do anything here. Probably not. I'm blundering the friggin' pawn. That makes no sense. That's stupid. Completely blundered that away. Yeah, okay, I have to make the draw now. That was very stupid. But yeah, very well played by white, I guess. I was definitely worse at some point, and maybe I got something, but I don't know. Okay, let's play Coli Cola. Coli Cola. That is kind of a match point. Yeah, if I'm winning this, I should be able to cross the 2,900 mark. But okay, he's got good rating. Yeah, there is the Magnus game against Ding, and probably he knows that. Knows that game. Nope. Tommy says, can you show us that d4 g3 thing for white? I mean, I'm playing this the whole time. I'm not sure that d4 g thing is a term. It's a very flexible setup that can lead to many different openings, like a Catalan or King's Indian fianchetto type of position. Here we got to a Catalan. Threatening e5 now, winning the house. He has to do something against this, which is not a big thing. It's possible to prevent for sure. I mean, he shouldn't have allowed knight a5. That was a bit of a problem, I think, for white. For black, I'm sorry. It's still threatening e5. e5 attacks the knight. Why does that work? That wins an exchange for me, at least. So I can take here. I think I will rather take here, so that he's got a bishop and not two knights after I win the exchange. I'm also immediately threatening to play d5. Yeah, I'm just an exchange up for absolutely nothing. And I should, I think, play in the way I play to open the position as quickly as possible and try to catch him while he is still completely uncoordinated. Right, so wasn't there a double attack with f5? f5? That sounds odd. And black has to take. That is why he had to take. Yeah, thanks for the game, Coli Cola. Now, who is on? Jorge82. Jorge. Jorge. Okay, you never know. They might be simply too shocked that I took the challenge. No. Sometimes people still play d4. I recently played this a little bit with a5 instead of a6. This a6 stuff is what I usually played. Okay. I'm sorry, Belle, I don't quite understand the question. You probably have to rephrase it so that I understand what you're trying to say. So white has completely ruined his pawn structure, but he's gotten this active knight on f5. This is definitely worth something. I need to get rid of this. The thing is, double pawns are sometimes weak, but what they always give you is open files, and white has got some open files. I expected him to take with the pawn here because This is a big pawn that he gave me. Now the king side is totally safe. This is completely safe and sound. And I can try to grab even more. Yep. Gimme, gimme. No. Rook takes f6 doesn't work. Yeah, to attack the opponent's king position if they have fianchettoed their bishop, yeah, that depends a little bit. Sometimes they're simply... Oh shoot, didn't see that one coming. Okay. Sometimes you simply, I mean, it's not like you can attack the king in every single game. Sometimes it just does not, sometimes it is just not an option, and you have to be content with little things, and you cannot play for mate. You just have to, yeah, improve your position a little bit and see that you can create weaknesses, things like that. And if you have a position where the opponent has fianchettoed the bishop, it can often be a very solid position. If you think about King's Indian fianchetto or in the Catalan, those openings, they are notoriously solid and very difficult to get anything going against. How do you play this? I want to coordinate this well. Yeah, this is what I hope for. He's got no queen move to attack the rook, so I'm able to take g5. Oh, got no time. Ah, come on. Didn't see that one. It's not so problematic, actually. It is problematic. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe this nonsense. Unbelievable. Oh my god. Yeah, I got into a bit of a panic when I recognized that the time is low. All right. So yeah, thanks for the game, Horchi. That was certainly well played. So who is on? Complicated name. Yeah, let's go. Tommy says, many GMs say that double pawns are so bad. Don't allow your opponent to give you double pawns. Why is that? What is it to take care of in such situations? Okay, I think double pawns are often misunderstood. Many double pawns are not a problem. What I usually try to, or how I usually try to explain it is, if you got a double pawn that is part of a larger formation, then it is not so much a problem. For example, I wonder if I can explain that in this game. It's probably not. Doesn't look like many double pawns would happen. But let's say, for example, the a7 pawn would be on b6. I think you can imagine this kind of scenario. Then this wouldn't be weak because I cannot attack it. Yeah, and it's part of a group, like a clump of pawns, like a cluster of pawns. Pawns, double pawns that are really a problem are normally the ones that are isolated. Like an isolated double pawn is usually a problem, not all the time, but usually a problem. And this is really the thing. There are more factors than just like a double pawn is good or bad. Or in many cases, a double pawn helps with opening files, important files, and giving you active play. This is a very important factor that is often underestimated. I think there are more good double pawns than bad double pawns if you just do a statistics. Okay, now I didn't play this well at all. I'm really unhappy about this. Black did not really play a good opening, and I have not come anywhere close to demonstrate that. What kind of book do you recommend for deep endgame learning? Not sure. Deep is a tough term. I usually say that you only need the endgame manual and nothing else. I think this is not a wrong way to put it. Turetsky's endgame manual, and I'm not sure that you need any more book. You can, of course, do more. There are many other books, but it will keep you busy for so long, the endgame manual. What a bad position. That's really awful. Wow. Very bad. Problem is that I have absolutely no active play whatsoever. Yeah, that wasn't even necessary, but it's a good move. Wow. No, I never had to mate with king, knight and bishop against the king. I've had it 2 times with the lone king and lost both times. Ugh. I should have played bishop c4 actually. it would have been still a little bit challenging, at least a little bit. Too much material, really. Yeah. I just completely lost. Bishop b6. So I can also just take a4. Yeah, it's difficult to even think of some kind of trick. This is the thing. If you at least have a trick, you can. I don't know. Should I resign this? This is a complete waste of time, really. Tja. I had absolutely no chance against this 1800. That was cool. I played a really bad opening, though. Simply taking f5 is the simplest. I'm threatening f6 checkmate. It's a check. That's not good. I really wonder, why is he taking 5 seconds per move, even here? Yeah, that's a draw. That was a really odd game. I just simply wanted to play till the end. Anyway, thanks for the game, VGA. I don't know. Transcorales. Let's play Transcorales. Okay, let's go. What does he have? That's a picture of. It's just a picture of the moon. I wasn't quite sure what it was. Okay. Yeah, that is a bit odd. Black is not getting b5 in here anytime soon. Yeah, thanks for the game AGVGA, if that is right. Yeah, here I have a pretty nice space advantage. Why is that possible? Yeah, I should be material up here. Yeah, I'm just an exchange up for not much. And he cannot take here. So h3 is threatening g4, g5. It's a bit of a lame trap, but you never know. Threatening g4 now. Okay, and knight b3 is not a threat. Well, it's also not very convenient. So let's push the queen back a little bit. I wonder if e4, e5 is helpful here or not. Now, I should really use the rooks here on those two files, so let's get them to B file, A file, and so on. I really don't mind a queen trade. That would make it, I think, rather easy to win. My idea is queen b6 next and then rook a7. I don't like that all that much. If I take bishop h3, that is annoying. That is annoying, really. And f3 looks... Blah. Wow, that looks terrible, but I didn't quite see what else. It's not like it can do much with the pieces, so maybe this isn't completely terrible. Yeah, question here by Vegan. I think we had this before. What previous world champion back in time I would choose to play, and I'm sticking with Tal. because he really has this reputation of being an extremely nice and friendly person. And I think it would have been a fantastic experience. It was close. I mean, Tal played a couple of tournaments in my region where I live in the late 1980s, and like in 1988, for example, he played a local open tournament, and I played that tournament in the in 91. So it was close. It was close. So maybe, and there would have been an opportunity if I would have started chess a bit earlier, or he would have, lived a little bit longer. Okay, now, who is on? Kran? Oh my god. Guys, shorter names, help me. Crunchy Smack Basketball, something like that. Yeah, that's probably the worst pronunciation ever. Knight c6 is not a terrible move against d4, by the way. It's not great, but not so bad. No, the King's Gambit is just a bad opening. It's just what it is. There's no way around that. I do understand that people have fun, let's say, playing this in a rapid game or so, but I don't see much point of it in a purely objective, just from a purely objective point of view. Okay, now if I play knight e5, is that strong or not? Not sure. So I'm just getting this back. b5 is not a threat, right? I can take the knight. Not sure what a6 is about. Maybe simply controlling b5. Yeah, that's funny. I saw that, last year when Kasparov played that Blitz tournament. He played the King's Gambit once against, I think it was against Karyakin, and that was really funny because Kasparov, of all the lines, played a line that is, I think, completely unplayable. 3 knight c3 in the accepted, where after queen h4 check, king e2, d6, black is already clearly better. That was very surprising. Well, I'm not sure, but I think this King's Gambit, I mean, it was of course a surprise weapon and so on, but maybe also a bit tiltish at the time. I learned that Kasparov is going to play in a Chess 960 event after the Singfield Cup. I think they have a Chess 960 event when Kasparov will play Caruana in a 960 match. I think this is a very daring proposition. I really hope for Gary that he's not getting completely annihilated. That's going to be difficult. Wow, h6. Knight g6 looks awful. I'm really looking forward to that Chess 960 event. I think it's very entertaining to watch if those top players play 960. No way, you don't. I don't think you see that right. If you would force Magnus to play the King's Gambit every single white game, he wouldn't even be a top, maybe top 40, top 50. Never top 10. It's impossible, because you will simply lose every other game with white. Against this opposition, it's just too bad. A top 10 player like Carlsen would still be very competitive if he with white would simply play if you compare that to tennis, let's say if he would serve this I don't know what the term is, if you would simply serve like from the bottom, this what Michael Cheng did against Ivan Lendl in 1989, I think it was. That is possible. If Magnus would play, I don't know, the old Indian with white, the e4, d3, c3 would still be very strong. But an opening like the King's Gambit that is just like by concrete lines bad, you cannot compensate that. People would simply learn what to do and then have a clear advantage every game, and that you cannot compensate. Not possible. Yeah, in this game, I think I'm going to now start to pick up some material. Can also take with the knight. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, 960. I would do a 960 Banter, but can you actually play it on Chess24? I never did. Yeah, but Power of Knight says Magnus actually playing some awkward openings like the King's Indian attack or f5 in the Rui, and they work for him. Yeah, these are also better than the King's Gambit. f5 in the Rui is somewhat okay. Not for every game, but the King's Gambit is worse. That is absolutely clear. And then the King's Indian attack is kind of what I said, this kind of play something non-contact, something slowish, that he would still be very much favorite with. This weird line again. I had this. I think I had this last week, and I couldn't quite remember the theory. Jorge says, "Thanks for the lesson. Did you play a draw against me and played well?" Don't quite remember. I think I had exactly the same thing on the board last week, and quite obviously I haven't looked it up. So it probably is still not the best possible line against this opening. Oh, they have Nakamura Aronian in the 960. This is great. I think they're both really good at that. Wesley So against Topalov looks or sounds a little bit one-sided at first, but you know, you never know. Yeah, nothing much is going on here. I'm kind of a bit more comfortable, but it's not anything special. He tries to misplace his rook a little bit. This is nice, but probably ultimately not a big deal. Okay. So I want to activate here, and his rook is really in a weird spot. So I try to quickly make use of this fact. I want the A pawn, of course, not the C pawn. So if I take, he's got a discovered check. But it's not a dangerous one. This one. So there is a dangerous check. I've completely fallen into the only threat that he ever had in the game. That is very unnecessary. Very stupid. That was a completely winning position, of course, after he had this maneuvered his rook to this very, very weird spot. And now I don't know what that is. I will still win c4, I think. That is something that is a game that would be painful not to win, and very likely I will not win it, because White tried everything to lose and should lose, but I played it badly myself. Trying to play rook a2 against rook b2. We had rook d3 to trade it down. This is still a little bit annoying for White. So the check, guess the check. Rook c3, I go here, of course. Nice, losing this one. No tea today, no tea in the summer, more sticking to water. Really? I don't know if that helped him. I don't want to trade rooks. There's still a weakness here, the H pawn. He's giving me the H pawn as well. Okay. Okay, now I should probably advance the H pawn. Yeah, there's really no way for him to stop it, I think. Run, Harry, run. And mate next move. Yeah, thanks for the game. Gust 28. The older brother of Gust 27. So Frankie 4 fingers. Let's play Frankie 4 fingers. Did I click? I think I did. Alright. I have to watch the clock. Yeah, it's 8 past 7. It's d4 c6. You don't get that too often. Funny move order. So I mean, I should play c4, not bishop b2. That was not the best move order. First bite asks if I still play any bullet tournaments. No, not at the moment. Not really. I sometimes play 1+1, but rarely, really rarely. I didn't want him to play knight to b4, that's why I played bishop a3. Not happy, yeah, absolutely not. I wanted to, I took it at precisely the moment when it was not possible for him to take with the knight. I have to be really modest here in this position. If it was German, I would probably, I mean, I would use a German expression, I have to bake very small bagels here. Make very small donuts. I don't think there's something very similar in English, at least I'm not aware of it. Bullet in chess 960, oh, that would probably be terrible for me. I'm struggling anyway in 960. I have problems somehow to get an harmonious position. It's a bit odd. Yeah, in this game, somehow black was fairly liberal there with the a-pawn. He just gave me that a-pawn and now is struggling. What world champion would you choose to learn from? Oh, wow, that's a funny question. Funny is a bad word to put this. An interesting question is what I'm trying to say. I don't really know. If you just simply ask me who would I like to interview or whatever, or like ask some questions, that would probably be Kramnik actually. Like some background stuff, how he came to this, how he found out that e4 is being diffused by the Berlin. Something like that would be fascinating. I know he told already elaborated on that a little bit. He did a DVD and so on, but still, it would be fascinating. Yeah, the thing is, I think I should reroute this. Bishop to f4, simply to cover e3 and g3. Those knights, they looked like they were about to spring on some awkward sacrifice, and then I'm in trouble. Oh, you know, that's not even a thought. I just take this off. Yeah, an isolated double pawn, but that's a good one. Yeah, Kramnik, I think you can actually hire for lessons if you have the money. But well, no, not for me. I blundered rook d8. How silly. That was very stupid. Okay, so can you still win this with white somehow? Probably not. It's of course very silly because it was of course just winning if you do it right. Stupid. Rook c2 would blunder the rook. Not a good idea. Step outside of the checks. Oh, yeah, okay. Of course you cannot win this position. I was being silly there. Yeah, it's not much to do here. Queen a3, I can actually win that pawn. Still a draw. I'm not sure that I should do what I'm doing. I should probably simply make a draw, but I could have taken f6 actually. Oh. And now I have very reasonable, now I have very good winning chances. But by now, I think I had real opportunities to win. I mean, my material is fine, of course, and you are the only one that can try for a win. That is even a draw without the knight. All right, thanks for the game, Frankie. 4 fingers, but I wasn't playing this well. Okay, let's play vegan. I think he tried before. I mean, in an earlier show. He's got at least a very green avatar, so that fits with the name. Oh, and he plays the King's Gambit. Here we go. Of course, I have forgotten everything. But knight f6 is a very good line. Yeah, this is the thing, yeah, with the King's Gambit. Somehow, let's say in this position, if you look at this position and you would put a white pawn on f4, you would think, okay, black has compensation for the pawn, but it's a black pawn. So that cannot be great. Yeah, but that's not so bad for white. I mean, he's pretty quick on the e-file, right? I'm not going to give you that pawn that easily. And now we got this typical problem. If the pawn is staying on the board, it's just such a nuisance. White cannot develop the bishop on c1. And then it's very difficult to develop any sort of initiative. My idea is to push g4 and then sacrifice on d4. Yeah, looking at the king on g1 and the rook on a1, it's pretty awful. What is white going to play? Yeah, knight takes d4 is a move. He doesn't have any intermediate check or something, and then it means I can take. Queen is saying. The most important thing about this whole session is that I didn't have any technical problems at all. So the dust cleaning of my notebook really paid off. Yeah, is there some tactical way to exploit this? Yeah, probably not. Simply return with the queen. Wait, is there a mate somewhere? With queen g1? Don't see it, so let's make sure that I'm not getting back rank mated. don't find a mate. It's kind of frustrating. It looks so close. I mean, I'm a rook up, so it's not a big thing, but now I know I'm actually threatening to take and bishop d4. That would be a mate, or like win everything. It would be a nice finish. Queen takes g1. He doesn't allow it. Okay. Really wanted to get something nice going, but didn't work. Okay, not much. Bishop takes g3 now. It's a threat to trade off the rest here of everything. Come on. I mean, trade off and sort of win in the attack. That should do the trick. Yeah, and the vegan resigns. Thanks for the game. Yeah, I mean, you call yourself a vegan, but play the King's Gambit, which is the most bloodthirsty opening around. Something you should probably reconsider. But I'm not quite sure what a vegan opening would look like. Maybe the Berlin ending or so. Pretty anemic. Alright, so is there a 3-minute challenge maybe? I'm going to take the first 3-minute challenge because that would work pretty well with the remaining time. Can we do that? Preferably by somebody who I haven't played yet, but I would be willing to be flexible because 3 minutes would fit perfectly well into the scheduling. No, doesn't look like it. I also would take 2 plus something, but ah yeah, there's 3 minutes. Okay. Sebaslia. Let's get rolling. From Colombia. That's nice. Never played somebody from Colombia, I think. I started to play chess relatively late, like when I was 13, and started to play in a club when I was 14 to 15, so for quite a while. About 30 years. So now we have a tense game. I have got the G file open because white played, I think, an untimely h3. And this is often leading to pretty devastating attacks. No, I don't think that this should work. If I play rook a7 in this position and white takes, and then I play bishop d7, that is a queen trap, right? Yes. Let's do it. Yeah, the queen has no squares. Can only take c6, and after bishop d7 it's a trap. Queen is gone. Yes. Ah, no. Oh, I overlooked that. What a stupid moron. Ah, I'm so stupid. Always look at the checks. And I was just a piece up. How stupid. I did not need to do this at all, you know. Ah, oh my god. That is not good. If I take, queen takes, my rook is hanging. Oh my god. How stupid can you be? I did not see that. This is now completely lost. Pooh. Maybe I should have tried the other way to play. Like take it on e5. Wow. Shouldn't blunder the g8 rook on top of everything else. Wow. That's kind of thing, you know, I do like to win games, and if I somehow win this with a trick, it would be, I don't know, but I really deserve to lose, and he would probably be very happy if he wins this. He's too slow. That's the problem, he's too slow. Knight f5, I guess. Oh, that was not. Now I'm a piece up. Yeah, very well played by white. Wow. Now you see, this is what you should not do. Yeah, you think you are a clever guy and have a nice queen trap, yeah, and play this. If you can just go here, and he basically resigns because the queen is still trapped due to rook b8, and I'm winning on the g file as well. So don't play fancy chess. It makes no sense. Play something simple and just win. Yeah, thanks for playing, Sebastian, right? There's no name in there, but it could be. Yeah, thanks for playing to all of you, and thanks for taking part in the chat. This was the show for this week, and Think for Your Cup is coming up in roughly 30 minutes. They probably start a bit earlier. I hope you enjoyed it and you have a good time tonight. I'll be back next week. Bye bye.